Okay, so what makes us unique? So that we've got some things that make us slightly different from other online schools and how we kind of operate. One of those is that we have a 3-week structure. So we don't follow the traditional school term time. We start on the first Monday of the month and we run for 3 weeks at a time. So that means that the kids always have a week off at the end of the month. At least 1 week, sometimes 2 weeks, and we take the whole of December off and the whole of August off. So in a school year, we have 10 months of 3 weeks each. So how do parents find that? Ebby, do you want to say something? And Rissy, any thoughts on that? Does it work for you guys?
I have to say it works because it's very flexible, especially for working parents, busy parents, and it's actually, I find it very, very flexible.
Yeah, I think the same thing, very flexible, and also for the kids, it's quite relaxing, knowing that they can now use that week for all the activities that they wouldn't have time for in the course of the 3 weeks. Yeah. And then I think obviously being off the screen as well, it's quite helpful. Yeah. But what I love about it is that you're still able to cover as much. You know what I mean? They're not missing anything per se. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we still cover the national curriculum for primary. We do our GCSEs over 3 years, so we start in year 9 and we do them over 3 years. And we skip year 8 because year 7, 8 and 9 are very repetitive. So we do year 7, we skip year 8, and then we jump to year 9, and the kids do a 3-year GCSE course. So they can then split their subjects and stagger them if they like, and it gives them a little bit more time to work through that content, and it works really nicely. Core values. So one thing that makes us really unique, you would have seen these characters that emerge on all of the PowerPoints, and you'll see them all over the website and all over our videos. So these are our core values. Hope, do you know what they are? Or Zahira, do you want to say them? And either of you want to tell us what the core values are? Go on, Hope.
I have 2 off the top of my head.
Okay.
Curiosity and growth mindset. I did a picture of growth mindset as well.
So what does growth mindset mean?
In my opinion, I personally think of it as an extended version of curiosity, and basically an open mind to everything.
Yeah, and not giving up quite quickly, right?
Yeah.
To actually have a go at things and to enjoy the journey, because it's not just about the end results, it's about actually enjoying the process as well, right?
Can I just pop something in about the flexibility section?
Yeah.
I think if you're in actual school, at my level now, you'd be having to study, and because of the you kind of have time to study that's not in your free time, which is the weekend if you're at school. So you kind of have more of an opportunity to relax on the weekends, I guess, and prepare for the next week.
We've got innovation and diversity and inclusion.
Yeah.
So diversity and inclusion is one of my faves. The other ones, they're important for learning, but the diversity and inclusion is where I'm at.
So those are our core values, and it's all about embedding them into our everyday lessons, and for the kids to understand what they are, and for also the teachers to understand. And we've got a really cool book that explains how those values work. So they're really cool.
So our idea is that with the homework, this is independent learning time. So we, after every lesson, so for each subject, you'll have either 1 or 2 lessons, well, for secondary at least, 1 or 2 lessons per week. Primary, if you're doing daily lessons, it's a couple more. And there should be some homework attached to each lesson that should take, depending, around about 20 minutes. And this is independent learning time. And then at the start of the next lesson, we will go over the homework. So it encourages independence and learning by themselves, and doing homework is an important part of sort of learning how to work for yourself. But also we then cover it so they learn how to mark their own work, which for home ed is a really important skill, because being able to critically assess your own work and realizing where you've done well, which is always a bright point, but also where you can improve, it really helps for them to mark their own work in that way. And we can always answer questions and check their answers and things like that, but it sort of encourages that independence of looking at their own work.
Yeah, and then also if a kid spent a long time doing homework and they get red pen written all over it, it is very demoralizing, and it can make them feel like they're not good in a particular subject, and then they might think that they don't enjoy a particular subject, which is why I hope you might not have enjoyed English, because you might have had red pen at school, right? So this way you get to keep complete ownership of your own work. You get to share your work during class time, so we encourage the kids, we ask them questions so we get an idea of their conceptual understanding of what they're doing, rather than just the final answer. So it's about the journey more so than just the end result, but the results come naturally, which is quite nice.